today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they'll begin by running the option. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 27, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes sheds off the tackle and inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Jackson going to hold on to this.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. After the sack on first down, Jackson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jackson from the shotgun. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well. It's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Play action, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers. Pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Jackson now. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. The option right is Jackson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson steps away to his left, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 54 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative in this case.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. One last shot for Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the comp.